Right, how y'all doing? It's not early morning. It's really late. I have spent the entire day getting the things done that needed to get done. Everything's done. Audio work, video work, podcasts, stuff that puts food on the table. Done it. Updated what needed to be updated. Contacted who needed to be contacted. I spent a good 7 hours today just working through little bits and bobs, knickknacks here and there, and then found out that I actually cocked up some of them and had to go back and do them. And then when I thought I'd finished other stuff, some extras were tossed on my plate for good measure. So that was alright. Although in fairness, even whilst I was getting stuff done, because boys went into school fine, so nothing to worry about there. I spent my time, I was in the same room as Inky, and Inky, bless her, has been playing on, I've got headphones attached, on Google Stadia. She started playing it last night, and she's already putting, it's not accurate because obviously she's been doing other stuff in the whilst going through. She's been playing Stadia for about somewhere between like 8 and 10 hours. She launched up Final Fantasy 15 last night, and she was playing until like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we got up, I started doing what I needed to do, and she sat there and played on Stadia for a bit. Looked gorgeous on the TV. She was adapting to the latency, not that there was a whole hell of a lot anyway. She was adapting really well, she was adapting to the control really well, and she seemed to be enjoying it. I mean, she's enjoying it enough to put in all that time. So that's neat. Also, actually, speaking of Stadia, they've given me another code, like friend code, to invite someone else into Stadia. I gave one to Inky, which was the one that came with my Founders Pack, and I'm very tempted to give my second one to Ram or the Wald at this point. Oh, I could give it to Scribs, I suppose, because Scribs has got a low-end machine, but then it's a case of whether or not Scribs would actually pay for the games. And so I'm gonna have to ask him, or Ulath even. I wonder if Ulath would use it. Or maybe Zaber. There's like so many people I could think of that I could give this code to, just whether or not they'd find it useful. I've been doing that. Boys had good days. Inky has spoken. We were supposed to have guests around today. We didn't, but Inky spoke to them anyway. We got to see May for a little bit today, and I've just done an incredibly late live stream using you can't see it, but it's the ThinkPad T430. The live stream playing Stadia using the Chrome browser on there, just screen cap. I don't know how well the stream came out. We found the receiver for my Antlion Mod Mic wireless, so I sat here using that. And if it went well enough, I'll tell you now, and we're going back to Stadia again, I should have said we're going to continue talking about Stadia. It seemed like the latency was a little bit better on this machine than on the T430 than it is on my T3500 that sits upstairs that I normally do the stream from. So that was interesting. And if it went well, I'm actually tempted to perhaps tomorrow try and use one of the lowest power machines in the house, the X230, which is literally a dual-core i5 and an Intel graphics card, and see if that can do the job, like stream and play, like, I don't know, Destiny or Final Fantasy. Just played through the Gladial Final Fantasy 15 DLC worked a treat, almost got my ass handed to me, but thankfully recovery items, I would say recovery items are plenty, but there weren't, you couldn't buy them, you had to pick them up in the dungeon. So I guess there will probably be quite a few people who don't get through it because they don't have enough healing items or whatever, but it was neat, it was rad. It was presented really nicely, played really nicely on the machine. I don't know if it streamed really nicely again, but you know, that's that. Yeah, thin day. So I've just wanted to get everything done that needed to be done, and there's been a lot of it. You know, like I said, about 7 hours or so spent today, just, you know, dotting the I's, crossing T's, and making sure the things that put food on the table are done. And if there was something I wanted to talk about today, I forgot. I'm pretty good at that. I'm sure there was something I wanted to mention from this morning and this afternoon, but you know, had other stuff to do. So I'm glad it's done now, because it's going to be a lot off my mind for the next couple weeks. I'm still pretty stressed out for other stuff. I'm feeling mentally a bit low again. Today has been good, but mentally, even though it's good, I feel good, but I feel low, if that makes sense. You know, there are just some parts that are kind of like choking me up a bit, but all in groovy. So yeah, I'm gonna head off. Oh, to note, tomorrow might be a bit empty as well. Just a warning, I got through the computer that I bought for my nan. However, I'm a little pissed off, and I'm going to note this actually. The front casing, a clip has been broken on the front case, and I'm pretty sure I know how it broke. I mean, I can contact the seller and say, hey, oh, by the way, was the front clip knackered? But I've opened it up to have a look, and literally I couldn't put the case back together. I was like, why can't I put the case back together? I didn't force or anything, it's just literally just a, you know, do that and pull, you know. The reason I couldn't get the case back together was because the clip had cracked off. It was stuck in here. It was literally just being held in place. The clip was in place by the fact the case was shut. So when I opened it up, the clip had moved, or the end of the clip that holds things in place had come off. The box was battered to ever-loving soddery, and it's becoming quite common for things that we get delivered from Amazon to come through like they've been through a war zone. The GH5 looked like someone had kicked it down a flight of stairs. I can't remember what we had another reasonably big parcel come through that looked like it had been battered the shite out of. And now this, I don't know if it was the same driver, but Mum reckons she's seen how the driver's van is loaded. I think she said it was DPD, and it just looks like everything's been thrown in the back of the van. I don't really feel confident now in ordering anything off of Amazon or eBay or anything like that, because if it's going to come from DPD and random delivery driver that I've never seen before gets this stuff, because I mean the other DPD drivers we know, everything comes through flawless, and they apologise. The driver, if it's the same one that's delivered this and the GH5 and that, doesn't really seem to give a toss that the boxes are damaged. I mean, some of this stuff's pretty expensive. You know, I mean, oh right, don't get me wrong, this wasn't hugely expensive, but the fact that it's damaged and I want to give it to my nan is kind of taking the piss. So what I might do is go upstairs, take the front face off mine, because it is just literally like 3 clips, take the front face off mine, stick it on my nan's, and there you go, then she'll have a functioning machine. But tomorrow I'm probably just going to spend some time setting this up so that it's ready to go for my nan. And then I can just take it around to hers, plug it in, and get her. I think she's got Norton antivirus. Find out what version of Norton she's got, and then set that up. Then transfer her files over. But I want to make sure I've at least got a base install of Windows on here ready to go. She wants Windows. She knows Windows, so Windows. I mean, she uses Chrome OS as well, but just to keep things simple, it's what my nan wants. It's not what I think she should have. I think she should have some kind of Linux install, because then it's somewhat more secure. She's less likely to have issues, but it's what she wants, so you know, let's give her what she wants. Well, my head off. I think that is everything actually, yeah. So hope you're well. Hope you're having fun, and I'll see you all with a bit of luck tomorrow. Fucking delivery drivers. You guys had anything come through recently that looks like it's been through a fucking war zone? Like it's been used as bulletproofing for, or bomb proofing for some random military vehicle? Because, you know, come on. How hard is it just to be gentle with someone else's stuff when you load it into your van? See ya.